Hello and welcome in this new channeled energy report for you. Today I am tuning in and going to deliver you the messages, guidances, and basically I'm going to give you an energy report as I would do in a one-on-one with you, tell you what's going on behind the scenes that you might want to know, and things that are going to help you stay aligned, grounded, and peaceful and activated, to be the best version of yourself so that you can be and you can experience the best of what December has to offer to you. So first of all, you can subscribe, like, comment, you know what to do. That will be very much appreciated. And I am going to invite you, first of all, like I do in every channeled message, because it is very important for you, as it is for me, to just ground down, arrive in the moment. Obviously, I'm doing all of that before, but my guidance almost always tells me to just have you sit your ass down for real, to be mindful and intentional. So the best way to do that when you arrive and watched a new video, a guidance, an energy report, or listen to it, you can just pause the thing if the channeler isn't, or the astrologer isn't telling you to do that, but just be mindful and present when you do that. And the best way to do that, as I was saying, is to just, close your eyes. And we're going to do that together. Just going to take 3 breaths. It's easy peasy, okay? So close your eyes if you can. And we're going to inhale together. And we're going to exhale through the mouth. Inhale again through the nose. You let your belly inflate. And exhale through the mouth again. And one more time, inhale. Exhale. Good. See how much better you can feel just by taking 3 breaths. It's just like 10-second a breath, or it's less than a minute. Whenever you feel like agitated, activated, triggered, all of that, you can just take a step back and take at least 1 breath. That's going to be a game changer for you. Breathing is kind of a game changer, honestly. So just do that, please. Just breathe. Just count the fuck down. And it's also going to allow you to just come back to yourself, right? You know what I mean? Like, you go down from your high horse and you come back to your body, which we can tend to get out of whenever we are agitated, stressed, triggered, you name it, okay? But back on track, today I am here to not give you a lecture about breathing, even though it seems like I do that quite often. But I am here to guide you into the energy report of December. So I'm going to start by delivering you a message for everyone, and then I'm gonna, as I said, start with the air signs this time. Okay. So December is the month for holidays for most of all, right? Even if you're not Christian, there are good chances that you celebrate Christmas wherever you are in the world, because it is such a big celebration amongst everyone in the collective. So we all know that Christmases, if you have the chance to celebrate them with your loved one, with people, or if you have the chance to do that, and let's say the chance, right? You have the luck. It is lucky that you can and you get to do that, okay? That's the first rephrasing that we're going to start with, okay? You need to view that as pure luck. You need to be grateful about the holidays. Don't think about all the ways you're gonna get triggered, because just by thinking about it, you put yourself in the energy of, like, basically you're like a trigger magnet when you do that, and you will attract triggers and you will be disposed to receive more triggers, and that's not what we want. We want to stay in our own energy. We want to keep being powerful and feeling powerful and sovereign. And to be powerful and mostly sovereign, like the master of your own energy, you need to raise your frequency and be centered, aligned, and back within. There are a few ways to do that. The breathing is very good, and it can be subtle. It can be something easy you can do, like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and you go in the bathroom and you take 3, 5, 15 breaths to calm down, cool down, calm down, and come back within. Another thing you can do could be, it is also with your body, because the body is a marvelous thing, and you're not seeing what I'm doing with my hands, but I'm squeezing them, because it is, and it seems very important that, well, it is very important that the body comes back to front when you feel triggered and challenged by others rather than triggered. They challenge you, and that's why they trigger you. They trigger you when you're not willing to accept the challenge, or you're not willing to offer your light. And that's where I was going and guided towards. So the best way to do that, to explain what I have, because I have the concept has dropped into my brain, and now I need to find the best way to deliver it to you. So I'm gonna go with the things you can do to come back to your body first. So if you wear jewelry like rings or stuff like that, you can use the sense of touch and like rub your ring, feel your rings. And if you don't wear rings on jewelry, you can just rub your 2 fingers together, or gently squeeze your hands, your fingers, like do something that will make you aware of your body, because you are a soul incarnated in a body, and you chose all the circumstances in your life, right? You chose a lot of things before you incarnated here on earth, but that's not the question right here, right now. So yeah, you could do that. You could just come back and touch your hands in a way that reminds you to come back to your body. And before you are surrounded with people that trigger you, try to do that starting now, starting today. Try to have that little thing that you can do whenever you get triggered, while you are driving, while you are in the subway or in the bus, whatever, right? Or whenever you have a thought and you trigger yourself. Try to find that thing that will allow you to come back to your body. It's gonna become automatic, right? It's gonna become something you can do without even thinking about it. So it's very important that you start to put that in place right here, right now, so that you are more prepared and better equipped to deal with the challenges that may come for you during a holiday, lunch, dinner, whatever, right? So please start to do that now. That's gonna help you really like a lot. Another thing you can do is to like rub your chest. the your sternum between your breasts, like here where your heart is a very powerful place. There are a lot of fascias there that will help you. And if you don't know what fascia is, just Google it. It's amazing. It's a membranous fiber that is all over your body, and it's just amazing. I can tell you a lot about it, but it's not the question right here, right now. So you can do that. It will help release stuck energy, dense energy, and you know, that's that rubbing and applying pressure on your body will immediately draw you back in. And that's what we are trying to do. We are trying to stay back within, you know? So that's very important that you do that, and it's gonna help you open your heart. And we need you to have an open heart during this holiday season, because you are here to share your light, and you can share your light through your open heart. And that's why it's important for you to center back and come back within, because you could not do that, right? You could decide not to do that, and what you're going to do is that you're going to mirror the energy that is projected onto you, right? If I had a mirror here, like, you know, you were talking to me, like triggering the shit out of me or challenging me, because we said challenging is better, like you're challenging me, and it's, you know, coming onto me, and I will absorb that energy and mirror it and send it back to you. And you know, it's, you know, going to be a snowball effect and not good. Whereas if you were to stand in your power and like chatting with someone that's challenging you, and you discreetly rub your chest bone, or just like, you know, press two fingers into each other, or just close your eyes for a second and say, I got this. I am centered. I am back within. I am sovereign in my power. I am light. I am love. You know, you can choose your affirmation that you can do. You close your eyes, breathe in deeply, and say that affirmation in your mind, okay? And that's going to be tremendous for you. And that's going to allow you to draw yourself back in and not explode and share and reverberate, mirror that energy of the other on to them, right? I don't know if you know, but whenever you are interacting with someone, you are, let's say there are two people. One has a little bit of a lower vibration because, you know, they're mad, they haven't slept well, they haven't pooped in 3 days, or whatever the reason is. And you're good, you're in your energy, you are meditated, you have had a nice breakfast, and you feel good because you know you are sovereign and aligned and grounded and connected with God, you know, all the good things. And there's this person in front of you that hasn't meditated maybe ever, and just they're grumpy, right? And you're here with your light. You're gonna trigger them, probably. You're gonna challenge them because of your mood. Maybe you're gonna inspire them to raise their own vibration and meet you. You don't have, like, when there's an interaction like this, there is a choice that happens between you and them. There's one of you that's going to adapt and adjust to the other. Either you are going to, you know, scoop down a little bit and match their energy, or either that's going to raise their energy and meet your energy, match your energy. And basically, you want that to happen. You want them to raise their energy to meet yours, right? And it can be the case. You can be faced with someone that is more spiritually grounded or whatever, right? That has a higher frequency than you. And you want to match their frequency, right? So always aim to be the highest version of you and embody that higher frequency, okay? So I hope you're following me, because that's an amazing advice, basically. Something to remember, like, I don't know, maybe a lot of you knew that, but do you actively know that? Do you actively remember? And do you actively practice that? So yeah, like, decide that during holidays you are going to keep your energy where it is, or raise it only higher. You're not going to stoop down to anyone's level. You're going to help them stand up to your level and match your energy, or you yourself are going to stand up and match anyone else's energy that is higher than yours, okay? So I think that's an amazing advice, honestly. Like, yeah, I love that. I'm like thinking about it and getting it in, and I don't know, I think you need to let that kind of energy infuse within you and aim for that, all right? And so back to the mirror analogy, we are saying that, so back to direct channeling and not having a concept dropped in my mind and explaining to you. So we are saying that because when you are standing in your own energy and not mirroring the other, by stooping down to that level, you help them raise their frequency. And you are put here on earth to help others be love, light, and raise their frequency. So that's why we are saying that. I know it's a little bit like, it was a little bit long way to explaining that. But yeah, just aim to either raise frequency, whether it's your own or someone else. All right, that's what we are here for. Okay. So that was the introduction for everyone for the month of December, and now I'm just gonna check if there's something else. Yeah, basically just enjoy yourself and allow yourself to be a magnet for the good things, for the joy, the innocence, the fun, of the month of December. Like, try to be a magnet for that rather than challenges, okay? So I think that's pretty neat. And we can go now, and we're gonna start with air signs. Okay, so I can feel that air signs are going to be a little bit more volatile and, not easy breezy per se, but a little bit more scattered. Yeah, scattered. What could be good for you is to work with the spiral. So you would create a vortex of energy around you that will draw towards you all the little bits and pieces of you that have been scattered all over, and you're gonna bring them back in, and this energy of the spiral is gonna come back and center yourself, right? You're gonna attract everything on a broad, like really large spectrum, and then funnel it through you and have things come back to you, right? It's very important that you call back your energy and like you cleanse your energetic field, and you call back all your energy and your power at the end of each day, week, month. All right, so do that, and the spiral will help you with that. It can also help you, the spiral, with building a strong energetic practice, because so you're gonna use the spiral two ways, right? Are gonna be one funneling, like really large and broad up top, and narrow that narrows as it goes down, right? And that will allow you to come back and to call back and have all your energy come back to you, and help you with that scatteredness of you. But what will also help is to build a strong energetic spiritual practice, and you can do that brick by brick, and you can use the chakras to do that, right? And therefore you call back your energy with that spiral going down, right? And you can build up your energy with the spiral going up, right? Basically it's making an hourglass, okay? And the middle point of the hourglass is your heart, okay? So always come back to your heart. It always comes back to the heart. The heart is the middle point of your body. It's the middle point of your energetic field and your 7 main chakras, right? Everything comes down to it. Like, there's an upward energy from the 3 lower chakras and a current of that comes downward with your 3 upper chakras, and they meet at the heart, right? So hourglass, right? Energy that builds up, energy that builds down, and meets at the heart. So use that spiral energy however you see fit. Like, For example, in the morning, you ground yourself, you know, you extend your energy onto the earth, and then you call back, you help, like, you bring back the energy of Mother Earth within you, and you bring that energy up through your chakras, right? Root, sacral, solar, heart. And the heart is going to distribute it throughout the body and throughout the rest of the chakras. And you will also connect to God, to the universe, to the source, to the divine by extended antennas, and also bringing back down that energy through you, through your crown, your third eye, your throat, and your heart is going to distribute it towards your, limbs and the bottom of your body. Okay, so I'm sorry, that's a bit scattered. Because when I channel that, I'm embodying kind of the energy that is there. But side note, do a vortex and energize your water whenever you drink it. So you can take a straw or like wood or copper, or if you have like a quartz wand or a quartz straw, use that and do the spiral in your water, and that will help you like energize and do that to your water, like, because the energy of the spiral is very, very, very important for you guys this month. Okay, so that's very important that you do that, and you're gonna see things that will remind you of using that energy of the spiral whenever you are on socials, or you're gonna see a lot of things relating to the spiral. So please be mindful of that and really, really use that. There's also an animal that might come through for you and that you might want to work with, and it's the snake. Okay, so snake energy is going to be good for you. Another thing that would be beneficial for you would be to join sister circle, woman circle, or spiritual circle, right? Like, or a group reading. That would be amazing for you to join, like, or go do a sound bath, something in a group setting with maybe new people will be very beneficial for you, and it will help you in the building of your strong spiritual practice. Okay, that's very important that you try to do that, and it doesn't have to be in the physical, because maybe you don't have sound bath where you live, but maybe you have someone that does that online. So maybe join someone's sound bath or sound healing session online whenever you can. I also have 3 things to implement and use. And that's going to be the case for everyone. I'm going to give you like 3 things that you can do. So first of all, it's going to be a crystal for each of the elements, and a plant and another thing, right? So you can work with amethyst, air signs. You can also consume peppermint, like diffuse peppermint oil, drink peppermint tea, have peppermint chocolate, use that, the energy of that plant. It's going to be really lifting you up, energizing, and really good for you. Use peppermint, okay? And you're going to probably be guided, your body is probably going to guide you to eat ground root vegetables, vegetables that grow in the ground, and I'm seeing like carrots and those types of vegetables that are very like a funnel or a spiral, right? Like that's the energy you want to have with you this month, and full circle. Okay, and you can join the breath work. I'm feeling like sound bath, breath work would be good because it's air related, but also like a group channeling session, or a sharing woman circle, like something like this would be very beneficial. So keep an open mind. Maybe you will come across that, maybe not. Maybe you will actively search for it, or maybe you will forget. You do you, boo. Okay. And that's it for you guys. Now I'm gonna go with earth signs. So, earth signs. What first comes through for you is the image of soil in my mind. Earth, soil, you know, it can be on the nose whatever I receive, right? But what I sense is difficulty with grounding, which can be so frustrating when you are an earth sign. So yeah, that could be very difficult for you, but that is also like, I'm feeling an electric energy, a Saturnian energy within you, and the best way for you to deal with the difficulty grounding because of the Saturnian energy, Saturnian or Uranian, a bit of both, yeah, so that electric energy and that ungroundedness, the remedy is centering. You need to center, you need to come back to align. So what you could do for that is, in the morning, you take 5 minutes when you wake up, you sit or you stay laying down in your bed, whatever you choose, and you sit in a meditation position. That's what I would do, but you can stay laying down, okay? And you visualize each one of your energy center coming back, you know, in your middle line, in the center of you. Like, maybe instead of having like a straight line like this, there is like, you know, a little bit of a zigzag, basically, right? So that's, or a wave like this, and we want a straight line. So please come back to you and center yourself whenever you can, and you can ask your body to send you a signal for whenever you come out of alignment and you need to come back and center yourself, right? What I'm sensing is that you will feel cold to rub your chest, right? To rub between your heart space, basically, or to put your hand here. Whenever you feel cold to do that, it means that your body is in need for you to center yourself. So you just close your eyes for a second and you visualize yourself coming back to your center. You take a deep breath in and you breathe out if you can, right? Because maybe you just need a breath in to remind yourself of that. But center yourself. Come back in. Come back in. It's going to be very important for you to do that. And the next thing that is coming to mind for you, earth sign, is gifts. So we know it's gift giving season, and there is something very, very, very important for you to remember. Not to forget one special person when you do your gift giving. You might see me coming, you know, you might hear me coming and know exactly what I'm gonna say, but it's important that you don't forget yourself. You need to gift yourself something for this holiday season. And you know what? It could be as simple as setting the intention to come back to your center at least several times a day. I don't know. It can be just an intention of an inner state of being and not a physical, tangible gift. I'm not saying you to gift yourself an Xbox or a necklace or something like this. You can gift yourself the time of being in your own energy. You can gift yourself to the act of centering every time, every day at noon. At noon, you're going to take 5 minutes and you're going to center your energy in the middle of the day so that you can stay aligned and focused and in your own energy and slay this month, okay? That could be the gift you give yourself. It can be an intentional thing, a way of being, rather than gifting yourself a print or a physical thing. Okay, that's very important for you to do. Another thing that is important for you is going to be movement, right? And it is just that movement. You're gonna know what you need if you listen to your body. There's nothing specific that comes through for you, earth signs. It's gonna be different for everyone, so just please allow yourself to do whatever comes through for you and do that, right? One day you can dance, the next day you can do a yin yoga session, the next day you can go for a 10-mile run, right? You do you, and allow yourself not to have a routine, but rather have time carved out every day, or at least 5 times a week, for movement, right? It's important that 5 times a week, 5 days out of the week, you move your body with intention, right? You carve out 15, 45 minutes, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be 3 hours, but at least 15 minutes a day where you will just move your body, right? And yin yoga counts in moving your body. I know it's very static, but it counts. So yeah. Okay, that's it. And I also feel like massages are going to be very good for you, earth signs. And for the crystal that you can use this month, it's going to be carnelian or garnet for you. You can choose. It has that same kind of coloring, so you can wear garnet as jewelry and use carnelian as a crystal to hold in your hands whenever you do centering activities, or whenever you call back your energy at night, right? It is a crystal that you can hold carnelian more. You can also hold garnet if you have a rough garnet, but it's, wear one of the or the other and hold. You're basically gonna need 2 things, right? A piece of jewelry that you can wear daily, and a crystal that you can hold in your hand. And if you don't have a jewelry made of garnet or carnelian, you can just put it in your pocket or in your bra, but have it with you every day, right? But also, I'm saying that, but honestly, the guidance is like, it's one jewelry. It could be a bracelet or a pendant or whatever. You need a piece of jewelry, and you need a rough or polished crystal to hold. You need both. I'm sorry if you don't have a lot of crystals and you feel called to get some. Carnelian isn't expensive. Garnet, it depends, right? But I feel like really you need the energy of the crystal in jewelry and in another you need 2 crystals. So you do with that what you wish. You can be to garnet or to carnelian, and if you feel called to use another crystal instead of carnelian or garnet, you like, I'm just giving you what comes to me. You have flexibility with that. You can say that, oh yeah, that's a good advice, but I'm feeling called to work with amethyst, right? Because you are not just earth in your chart, right? Maybe the crystal for fire is going to be the one that you need. So just, try and see which one you are called to use. So for the herb that you can use, or the plant ally for you this month, it's not something tangible either. Just like movement, you can drink whatever you please as tea or herbs, but use honey in your tea, or a little bit of maple syrup, for example, because it's gonna bring a little bit more sweetness in your life. And how sweet is that, right? How sweet is that? Literally. So yeah, honey or a little bit of maple syrup in your beverages, your tea, and herbal teas will be amazing. And you also need to drink and hydrate a lot, so please remember to do that. So yeah, that is for you earth signs. So fire signs, it's your turn. And once again, like, it is loud. I remember last month I was like, you need to calm down. But this month it's loud, and it's written in caps, right? It's big and bold and it's loud. And my question for you is, why is it loud? Why is it loud? And the message for you is that You don't have to be loud to interact with someone. You don't have to be loud for someone to hear you. And if you feel like you have to be loud for, in order to be heard, maybe it's because the people that you are surrounded by, the people you spend a lot of time with, may be not listening to you. It's probably that they are not listening to you if you need to be loud with them all the time, right? And that can be something difficult to hear and to acknowledge, because that means that the people around you are not a match for you and your energy anymore. And if they don't listen to you and force you to be loud, it can be really hard. It feels like rejections, probably. And nobody wants to feel that. We want to have our people with us. And I think it's time for you to assess, are they your people? Are they truly? Can you be yourself with them? Can you be your whole self? Can you be and share your whole truth? Can you be truly open? Can you be truly honest with them? Ask yourself that. And if the answer is yes, and if you truly feel like these are your people, I would advise you to retreat a little bit, because you need to spend time in your own energy, because maybe it's not about you, maybe it's about them as well, But what's also coming through is, do you actually hear yourself? Do you actually hear your body? Because maybe it's loud because you don't listen to your own self. And maybe that's why you need to be loud with others, because you feel like you don't even listen to yourself. You don't even hear yourself. So you need to be loud with everyone. But no, you don't need to be loud. The only person you need to be loud with is your stubborn head. If you don't listen to yourself, if you don't listen to your body, to your thoughts, they're going to come again. They're going to send more signal, and they're going to be louder and louder. It's going to be an alarm, right? It's going to be an alarm. And you want to react. You want to take charge of that before the fire alarm sounds. Fire alarm. You want to do that before you burn yourself out, before you are near burnout. You want to listen to your body. You need to listen to your body and your thoughts and address that, reacting accordingly. You just need to listen to yourself. So, that might be a piece of work, but you're capable of doing that. Just take it step by step. Assess if you are actually listening to yourself and your inner guidance, because it can be your body, but it also can be your guides and the beings you work with. Maybe they're trying to send a message to you, but your skull is thick and you're not listening, so they need to be loud, and they're giving you a headache because you're not listening. Or maybe your ears are ringing and you don't know why. If your ears are ringing, just ask the divine to change the frequency so that you can perceive it with your human ears, because you cannot understand what they mean. It's not a frequency that your human self can comprehend. That's another tip for you, right? But also, if you have a headache, maybe your team is like, oh my god, are they even listening to us and the signals we send? We told them to rest. They're not resting. Here, 3-day headaches, 3-day migraines. That will teach them, right? Like, listen to the signal. At first it can be subtle, but then it can be a 3 days migraine or a cold or the flu for a week. Like, listen to the signals before they're too intense and too loud. And that's basically what needs to happen for you about that loudness. But what else is there for you? So there's also that question of centering that is at the center of everything this month, centering, right? You may need to be hermiting a little bit to center yourself, right? And I think I just said that just before, like you may need to retreat to assess if your circle is a proper circle for you. And you may need to retreat in order to better hear and listen to the signals sent to you before they are too loud, okay? So hermit a little bit, retreat a little bit, but not too long. You can hermit for a weekend. It doesn't have to be for the whole freaking month, okay? And there's also an advice to be open and ready to meet new people. So yeah, that is something important, because maybe there is someone in the corner just waiting for you, like a friend or a business partner or a love interest, or even a pet that needs to be brought to your inner circle, to your family. So yeah, I'm sensing like kind of a reunion vibe with some friends, so that's exciting. Also, for that to happen, you may need to cut cords or let some people go. So for some, you may need to do a cord cutting ritual, and if you don't know how to do that, I got you. Just comment below and I will explain to you how to do that. Do cord cutting only if you feel called to, and test yourself and see if it is actually for you and not for other fire signs, right? And movement also come through, and fire sign need to bounce and rebound. You need to do some trampoline. If you can have a trampoline, use it every day or every other day. You will know, trust your intuition, trust your body, like you will know whenever you need to use it, okay? Trust yourself. So that's what you need. Trampoline. If you don't have a trampoline, just jump and rebound and shake, and it's gonna be feeling really good for you guys. So yes. And as for the crystal and the plant ally, so crystal for you is going to be malachite. So yeah, and it's gonna help you with that. It's a perfect crystal actually to do the work of, around loudness and hearing yourself and your needs, and assessing if your people are your people. So yeah. And the plant, I would advise you to do a cacao ceremony, but if you know how to do this yourself, I think you need to do you need to commit to do 4, like 1 each week during December. That could be very cool for you to do. But if you don't know how, maybe join a cacao ceremony, and that would be so amazing for you. Like, I'm kind of seeing sparkles and stuff like that, so please fire signs, join the cacao ceremony. It's gonna be amazing for you, like, oh my god. Yeah, and also don't forget to walk in nature. Yes. That's it for you, fire signs. So now that we are done with fire signs, it means that we only have one element left, and it's water. So water signs, what is up with you? Let's find out. So water signs, you've been flowing your whole life. If you've really been into your highest expression and in your light, you've been flowing your whole life. You know what it is to flow and go with the flow, right? And move according to your own rhythm, right? But you may need some structure, right? You may need some structure. More structure in your life. And that can come in several ways. So the first way is the more poetic way. And so, as you know, we are 70% of water, our bodies. And as you may also know, water like whenever you speak to water, it will change and it will structure differently. It is so very cool. There are a lot of things, and I highly advise you, if you have not, to watch the documentary Water, I think Secrets of Water, because you're gonna love that. It's amazing. And basically, what would be amazing for you, but so freaking amazing, and I find that so poetic, is that you're gonna structure your whole body, your whole self, and the whole watery side of you through words of affirmation, right? You could take a glass of water and pray over it and say, I love you, and it's gonna structure the glass of water that you're gonna drink, and it's gonna hold the frequency of water, of love, right? But what it would be so much more amazing is that you speak those words to your body, to the water particles of your own body. Oh my god, I love that. And it's gonna structure you so beautifully. And I'm also seeing, I don't know if you've seen those videos, like when it's winter and it's really, really cold outside and it's freezing, you can blow waters, you can blow bubbles, and the bubbles will freeze and they're going to structure, and that's basically what we want to do. We want to form the structure of water onto your every cells, right? For example, let's take love. We want to structure every one of your cells with love, right? How amazing would that be? Can you imagine if every one atom of your body was like that bubble, that frozen bubble that we spoke love onto, right? We say love, 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 and that particle of water takes all the frequency of love and it shapes every bit and nook and crannies of your body. I mean, that is the ultimate hack for you guys. For everyone, maybe. I don't know. I think it's amazing. So beside that, because that's one way to have more structure in your life, but there's also another way to have more structure in your life, and that is with routines. But and that is a tip for, I'm gonna give an advice for the neurospicy and neurodivergent people, and maybe some people that don't like having strict routines. You don't need to have a whole list of things you will do one after the other every morning. You don't need a whole strict routine. You can have things that feel good for you, like a whole list of things, and you pick 3 every morning. You could have meditate, dance, yoga, affirmation, journaling, walk in nature, singing, cold shower, sauna, whatever, right? And you have a list of 10, 15 things you can do in the morning, and you pick 3 and you do 3 every morning, right? Well, today I feel like I'm gonna meditate, pull cards, and do water, cleanse my nose with water, right? Like a Jaranetti, right? That could be what you do in the morning. And the next day, you're like, oh yeah, no, today I'm gonna meditate and today I'm gonna go walk and do yoga and meditate. And the next time I'm gonna, okay, no, this morning I'm gonna breathe, meditate, and sing, right? And the next time I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'm gonna dance and sing this morning, and that's it, right? You don't have to meditate every morning. It's good for you, but you don't have to, right? Just have these like lists of things you can do in the morning and at night, and pick 3 out of the list every time, and it's gonna allow you to have some structure. And I'm saying that for your personal life, but it can also be for your work life. You could use the days of the week and the planet, the deities they are connected to have a routine, right? And you could be like, yeah, okay, every Monday I'm gonna do something linked with my emotions and with creativity, right? It can be just that, right? But you can also have a list of things that are good to do on Monday and pick one you know, for your personal life or your business life, right? Your work life or your home life. It just, it is a way to structure things, right? And I'm saying that to you because for the longest time, I thought I needed to have things, you know, a specific routine, but that never works for me. And that's why I think for some people it's good to hear that you don't have to have a set routine every day. Not everyone is Andrew Huberman, right? Not everyone is like him. Not everyone is gonna have the same routine every freaking day. Good for him. I would love to see his human design or astrology to see if, you know, the variables are what makes it works for him. But for other people, the variables in your human design may not be the same, and therefore you might thrive with an unstructured routine, a list of things to pick from. That's all I have to say about routines, and now I'm gonna see what is coming through for you guys as well. What would be amazing for you to do is take a bath to immerse in your own energy. If you don't have a bathtub, you can take a foot bath. That would be amazing for you as well. But if you can take a bath, a real bath, in a bathtub, oh my god, please do that. It's gonna feel amazing. And visualize that you are actually bathing in your own energy, in your own frequency. And we could also say that you can lie in your bed and listen to a sound bath, and that will allow yourself to feel your own energy. That's another thing you can do. You don't have to take a physical bath in water. You can take a sound bath. Just saying. So yeah. And it could also be time for some of you to explore other lives, especially in Mu, Mintaka, Atlantis, Sirius, like otherworldly, or not otherworldly, but you know, other lives in planets or times where people lived with water way more. And I'm feeling like Mu, Lemuria, and Mintaka are gonna come strong, as well as Sirius, and maybe Orion as well, which makes sense for, you know, Orion, Mintaka are together, right? So that's one thing you can do as well, water signs, and it would be amazing for you to do that. It would be also amazing for you to ground in a way to connect with your roots. And I'm gonna give you, I don't know if you've heard that, it's very yogic analogy about the lotus. As you know, the lotus grows in mud and water. Its roots are in mud, and yet the lotus flower is amazing and beautiful, and it's blooming from mud, and so can you. You can bloom from mud. So connect to your roots. Go dive a little bit into your mud. That could mean a little bit of healthy shadow work, and allow yourself to bloom from that mud. It's more than shadow work, it's integration of your shadows, of your mud. As for movement, for you guys, it's gonna be more slow, intentional movement. So slow yoga would be amazing for you. No crazy heat yoga or any crazy hot, super intense vinyasa. Slow yoga, slow, cool yoga, restorative or yin yoga would be amazing for you. So I advise you to do that. But you can also do other things, right? But implement more slow-paced yoga into your life in this month of December. That's going to be amazing for you. And as for the crystal and the plant allies, it's going to be this. So the crystal is chrysoprasus for you. Some of you might be called more towards Amazonite rather than chrysoprasus, but I'm feeling like chrysoprasus is going to be beneficial for most of the signs, and you can just look at the color of the chrysoprasus and the way it works with you, its properties, and see if you have another crystal that is similar to that you could use to replace it if you don't have one. Okay, and for the plant ally, it's not gonna surprise you. It's gonna be lotus. It's gonna be lotus. And you can drink blue lotus actually as a tea. It's very good for sleep and dreams. It was used a lot in Egypt, and it can induce like trips, but it's not, it's not a drug. It can have some psychedelic effects. I haven't tried it yet because I don't know, but blue lotus would be amazing for you, as well as the color green. The color green, more green into your life. And it could be a bluish green, sea moss green, or like a very pale green. But yeah, that green would be amazing for you as well. Water signs. And that's it, guys, for you, and that's it for everyone. I'm so grateful to be able to do these videos and channel these energy reports for you, because I just love to do that. I live for channeling and giving you energy reports. And yeah, that was general messages. And if you want your very own reading with me, you can just check my website or check my Instagram, and I offer a couple of different types of readings. And if you love energy reports like this, I'm actually going to be launching for the whole month of December and for January as well, a special offer with 4 energy reports throughout the year. So you get to have an energy report for every season, right? For every season or every trimester. And I think that's amazing, kind of like we do here, but just for you, telling you what energies are here, and very more personal and direct, and giving you tips and tricks and who to work with and who's gonna work with you. And that's a direct line to God, to the divine, to your team, to provide you, and that's me being like the conduit for your team, for the divine, God, your higher self, whoever you want to work with, to give you the messages, the clearings, the healings, and the activation that are needed for every period of your life, every season for this year that is coming. And yeah, that is amazing, and I'm looking forward to do that with you guys on a one-on-one basis. So if you are interested, please comment, send me a DM, an email, you know what to do. And yeah, I love you, and I wish you an amazing month of December. And don't forget to stay centered and to raise your vibration as much as you can. That's it. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.